Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to Saturdays with SKS. That is my official intro for this. Hope you all enjoyed last week's and you're back for some more. Don't forget to hit that like button down there, help the channel. And if you're seeing this just coming through, hit that subscribe button and stick around with us. We got a Discord and everything. We'd love to have you. We are going down the magical childhood box of SKS now, going through old time instruction booklets that we went through. We went through a number last week. And there's more notes and stuff down here. And this, I know what this is. I used this to hit my nephew, or not my nephew, it was my cousin. I made this because he come through and he had one of those swords you buy at the carnival, and he hit me with it. So the next time he come up to play video games, I had this and I pulled it out from one of the books and I smacked him with that repeatedly. And somehow I still have that. I don't know why. I don't know. It's something that happened. So anyways, it is the cousin, before you all asked, that showed up in the stream one night with Grimmeth and Lethal, I believe, in Left 4 Dead. I feel so bad for him. I don't think he's ever played games with me since then. And I feel like we should invite him back. I want you all to look at this amazing Photoshop on this next instruction booklet. We talked about a few wrestling games earlier. Here's another N64 wrestling game. Let me try to hold it to where I don't cover up everything. I want you to look at the amazing quality of everybody there looking at one another. We got Hollywood Hogan over there pointing at Goldberg, nowhere close to each other in this. We've got Kevin Nash, who's just really staring into the distance. I wished I could like zoom in like right on his face. And then we got Raven there. A lot of people liked Raven because what about Raven? Honestly, I don't think any of these games were that good. They used the same exact picture in the front. I do like we got DDP and the Giant over here playing. DDP is super excited. And the Giant is technically holding an N64 controller. So kudos to that. I'm sure DDP was the only person they could get in there and be like, hey, can you do a picture? Oh, well, DDP makes another appearance. He's getting the outsider edge to, from Scott Hall, which was one of my favorite wrestlers. So I'm sure I always picked Scott Hall and tried to do his move every time. But yeah, this... Eric Bischoff, Goldberg, it's just, and of course, to be pure-hearted at the end, you've got to have your merchandise sales. So don't forget to buy your NWO attire, which I'm not going to lie, I wore a white t-shirt to a wrestling event in high school and literally bought like $130 worth of shirts and took that shirt off and threw it away and put on a Monday Night Jericho shirt. But you know what? You can always play the Rugrats game. That's coming out in '99 on the N64. All right, what else do we have in here? This book, this is another one of the old games that had a large instruction book, 61 pages. And I used the snot out of this. This was one of my most played games, Secret of Mana. The story of this game just really brought me in. And like I said, my neighbor, he would come up and we would play this game with his little brother too, once we unlocked all the other characters. And we would just grind to level up the spells, because I'm pretty sure in this game you had to use the spells to actually level them up. So you couldn't just get them and they went. And then you had to like go to trainers and get the weapons up after you'd used them so much. And I'm pretty sure at the end of this is how much I remember. To this day, I'm old. I want y'all to know this. I can remember that at the end, it's got like yes, here it is. It's got, for one, it's got all the weapons, and every level of weapon had a different name. So the more you leveled it up, it changed its look and it got a new name. And there was 8 levels on each. So we would sit there and grind. And you had to do that, I think, for each character. So like if the main hero had a level 8 sword and then you give the sword to somebody else, they didn't have that. They had to grind up so they would have it as well. Because then sometimes you had to change weapons and they would throw them back in the game to switch. But yeah, it's got the traveler's log in the back. And I read this over and over and over. And it gets you to a certain point of the game. And then this is what I'm talking about. They give you the tools to kind of start out. And then it's just like, 42, you got to use ice magic here. And then, there's a strategy guide available if you need it. Now, I'm not going to lie. I do have the strategy guide. I don't know where that is. I may not have it anymore. I know I had it. But like I said, a lot of stuff got lost. Oh man. So first and foremost, I want to apologize to the video rental store. For those of you that didn't get to experience renting video games at a store, there was this old mom and pop place called, I want to say Video Fantastic. And I would go there every day, almost after school, when I had money, and because it was right on the way from home. We literally, when we would come home from school, my mom was driving, we'd take a right, and that was the road I lived on. You'd have to follow it for like 10 minutes. But if you took another right, there was this little shopping center, and right there when you entered it, there was this place. It's now like some stupid bar and grill that sucks. But anyway, I know that Grimace, shout out to him, played this game on stream, or he may have not streamed it. He probably recorded it and he beat it. But yeah, when you rented games back then, some of them, if you were lucky enough, when they handed you that plastic case that had the game in it, they would have instruction manuals. This is the Metal Marines instruction manual that I stole because I didn't own the game, and I never owned the game. But I wanted the instruction booklet because I enjoyed the game so much. I personally thought that it was wrong for other people to have this. And I also use this to develop I don't know if you all ever played the Game of War in school. I mean, yeah, and I even wrote passwords in this. So there's a pro tip. If you want to skip some levels and you emulate this game or you have it, there you go, all the way to level 8. The Game of War is when people had a piece of paper and you would fold it in half, and then you get to design your battlefield on this side, and you designed your other battlefield on the other. And you would draw a little circle in pencil, you'd fold it back over, and you would draw on the other side, and it would leave a bomb mark on their map, their side of the map. I used this to develop a big old thing. So my neighbor, he went to his house and we got like poster board sized paper, and we designed our whole country. And every day you got to launch 10 shots at something. And we had like, I had like your factory strength and what you could produce. So if like you made it to day 3 and you had 10 factories still, you could you could add more things to your side of the map. But if you lost factories, you could add less. This is my mind. This is how I operated as a kid. But yeah, I was just in love with the front of this. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just a war hawk, but who knows? I don't even need to talk about this one that much. This is the Harvest Moon on the Super Nintendo. If you would like to see the Harvest Moon on Super Nintendo played all the way through, all 2.5 years of this, then just search for the playlist and you can watch it. And on Raising Cows and Chickens, I name them after gamers, and I talk to them in the Arnold voice, and I'm like, look at you, I got to go ahead and milk it. Yeah. Yeah, this game, I remember seeing, oh my God, look at the cartoons for the girls. I remember seeing they had like 3 screenshots of this game in Nintendo Power. And that was when I was starting to wise up that not every game in Nintendo Power always made it to America. Because there was this other game, it was like a robot game where you built techs and you fought, and I don't think it ever made it to America. I played it later on on emulator, but I don't think it ever made it over. And I thought Harvest Moon was this. And one time I went to the mall and I walked in and saw the game, and I instantly got my dad to buy it. So, and that started the whole everything weird about me. All right, here's some old school stuff that's on the Super Nintendo. I say old school. For some of you, you probably never even had a Super Nintendo. This one, I think that most people know this game, Super Punch-Out. I never owned Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on the Nintendo, mostly because one of my friends, her name was Brittany, had it. And I went over to her house and we would take turns. and she beat Mike Tyson before me, and then went to school the next day and told everybody, SKS couldn't beat Mike Tyson, but I did. He lost to a girl. Well, now who got the last laugh? So you got amazing artwork. Piston Hurricane there looks like Cuba Gooding Jr. on steroids. But yeah, Bald Bull, we're not even going to go there. But yeah, another good game. It took me a while to beat this. I could get through to everybody, but Nick Bruiser, even though the game kind of alluded they were the same person, I could beat Rick easy. But Nick really took me a while. There was one other person I had a hard time with. I want to say it was the Kane guy. No, it was Heike Kakero. I don't know why, but when I first got the game, I struggled with her. Maybe. Whatever. All right, another beat 'em up game. Street Fighter 2. I don't know if a lot of you played this. The cool thing about this was it was like the port from you know, coming over. This poor image of E Honda on the start. It's so out of place. It was just you played it in the arcade, and then it finally come out and you could play this game and learn all the attacks. There was a couple of my friends that were just so much better at this game, and I never could be you know, as good as them. I mean, I played it at home, but it was always against a computer. Like, just fighting games were not my forte. So they were bad. Some of these guys in here are getting really old. Right? Ryu, whatever his name is officially now. He was born in 1964. Honda was 60. Make him 60 years old. Oh my Lord. Guile was in 1960. He was born on my brother's birthday. Huh. There's a pro tip for you all if you could figure that one out. Chun-Li was born in 68. She's probably the youngest. Zangief was born in 56. If you want to get a free Street Fighter 2 combo pack when you purchase a Super Goals and Ghost or Tailspin video game, I got your hookup right here. You just got to send us to Capcom in Pleasanton, California. Offer expires 6/30/93. Dismissed. Oh man, this next one, I got a great story. I know you all are probably like, SKS, my God, all you're doing is talking. You're driving us crazy. There's also a bug on my ceiling. I don't know where he came from, but I must exterminate him after I finish. This game, UN Squadron. I know I've talked to a few of you about this before. Great game. I have been looking for a replacement copy for this because let me tell you what happened. UN Squadron, I rented it. I did not steal the instruction booklet. This was mine. I rented it, and it was one of the first games my brother, and this instruction booklet sucks. I just want you all to look. It is nothing but white and black text all the way through. There is literally no color in this. It is just white and black text. But the game was phenomenal. Like, there's even more. Like, it says, to do this, do this. That's instructions. That's all you need. Rented this game. My brother played it with me, and he was 10 years older than me. So when we played this, I don't even remember when this came out. He loved it. He loved it so much that he bought it for me for my birthday, which was 2 weeks later. My brother had never bought me a video game before. My brother was in college at the time. My brother said, hey, I'm going to take that game I got you to school and let my buddy see it. You know, so one of them had the same game system as me. He said maybe he'll buy it after he sees it. Well, my brother takes my game that I got to play like the day of my birthday. It's gone. He goes to college that next week. When he comes back, I never see the game again. He sold it to his buddy up there. Instead of his buddy going out and buying a new one or buying one at the store, he sold him my copy that he got me for my birthday. So I have the instruction book, but I don't have the game. And I've not had the game since that small window that I had it. Saddens me. Super Mario 64. Look at that. Look at that. I don't think there's anything to go over. This game's been so played. The face thing at the first. At least Mario give us some color and how to play. Super Mario 64 was a really good game. I'm not even going to try to lie. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. I played it a lot. My mom, I think, come in and played it sometimes when I was gone for work and stuff. Maybe not for work on this. I don't think I was old enough when this would come out. Maybe. No, not work, not official work. Maybe going and mowing yards and stuff at that time. We were just talking about this game earlier. King Griffey Jr.'s winning run. Limited offer inside. You want some Air Griffey collectibles? This may have been one of the games that started my... This game is a little bit sad because I don't know if I've not, like I said, I don't know what else is in this box. I had both. I don't even remember if King Griffey Jr.'s winning run was the first or the second one. The first one, I could tell you when I look in here. Trading players. This is the second one. This one's a little sad to me for the fact that, and I'd say the reason why I invested so much time in it is the first King Griffey Jr. game, my dad and I used to play all the time together. We would do World Series, like full game, 7-game World Series, 9 innings. And he got really good at it. He would practice. He'd be like, leave the room. And he'd sit there and practice. And so when we played, it was really competitive. And then like when my parents divorced, I think I had this one. And obviously I didn't play it with my dad. I've not played a game with my dad since. Heck, the other day for my birthday, here's for those of you who are divorced or been part of a divorced family, here's what you can look forward to. I spent my birthday with my dad. We went golfing, and it was the first time since I was 15 or 16 I saw my dad on my birthday. Think about that. All right, so now we have Super Mario All-Stars. Now, this was a good game because it had all the old ones on there, Mario 1, 2, and 3, and then you had the lost levels. And I was obviously a master of 1, 2, and 3 when this came out. The lost levels provided no issue to me whatsoever. But it was neat going back and playing the second one and stuff like that. And my mom, she really loved this game. Because she could go back and relive the childhood, and when I was my childhood, when I would be gone to school and she would sneak in and play Mario Brothers, because she officially did beat Mario 1 before I did. I would go to kindergarten and she would stay at home after she cleaned the house in the morning, and she played Mario 1 until she beat it. And she went and picked me up from school. And that day, I remember, to this day, I remember this. She was snickering and she's like, you want to go by and get milkshakes? And I was like, well, you never want to go by and get milkshakes, because I'll ask for stuff, or I would either ask to go by and get a milkshake or a Happy Meal, or I had a baseball hat fetish, I guess, back then, where I'd always want to go to this store called Belk's, and I would buy a baseball hat because they had all the teams and they were $8. And she was like, you want to go get a milkshake? And I was like, no. And she's like, you want to get a baseball hat? I was like, why is she being really nice to me? Because even as a kid, it was weird to me. Because, parents don't just throw stuff at you like that. And then when we get home, I go down the hallway and I was like, oh, I want to play Mario. And like, I hear her just like run up behind me like that. And I open my bedroom door. It was actually my brother's bedroom door because he had the TV. And when I open it, the game is on. It's playing the ending tune. And there's Mario with the princess. And my mom is laughing because she beat that game before me. I will always remember that. Turning and opening that door. Speaking of other Mario games that I spent a lot of time on, Mario Paint. I did have the mouse and all that stuff with it, and I spent a lot of time on that Fly game. Stuff like this made me mad because, like, in here they're like, "Oh yeah, when you paint a masterpiece, use the framer tool." Yeah, who created stuff like that besides what, like Mike Matei in Mario Paint? I sure as heck didn't. I drew lines like it was paint on anything. Now the music composition game, I tore that up. I'm sure that if I got a music program today, I would not be anywhere as good because I'm awful with music. All right. There's a lot. I had a lot of Super Nintendo games I'm getting the thought of because this is Mega Man X for the Super Nintendo. I beat this game in record time, and my mom was not happy because I remember, I don't think I got it for my birthday or anything, but I bought it. I say I bought it. She bought it, and I literally like just wiped it because I was really good at Mega Man 1 and 2. I had both of those on the Nintendo, and I know I don't have the instruction book for those because my grandmother, there was a video rental store going out of business, and she went in and bought all the games they had left, and Mega Man 1 and 2 were part of that, and then some other games, but there was no instruction booklets. That, or she didn't know to ask for them at the time. Oh, here's a good one. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. We did the Chroma team on stream, but what do we got here? Don't look now because her hideousness is back and she's meaner and uglier than ever. This time, Rita Repulsa is out to pulverize the Power Rangers once and for all, and she's brought all of her nasty friends along to do the dirty work. I love Power Rangers. My cousin broke his leg pretending to be the Green Ranger. But yeah, I had a lot of the toys. I didn't go all out for the Megazords and stuff. I actually still have all the toys. They're not in, they may be in their original boxes, but they're open. I was a member. I have this exact thing here, if you can see it there. The Power Rangers official fan club. I still have that box with all that stuff in it. I should literally, but you couldn't get them all now because Thuy Chang, who played Trina or Trini, she died. But the rest of them still show up and sign stuff. I should go get that big picture that's there. I think it's just this picture up here, but it's down there and they're posed different. I should go get it signed at those conferences. All right, another big instruction book. Oh, what do we get in here? Oh, it's a picture of my brother. Why do I have a random picture? I'm not going to show you. This is him. Well, I can cover up the face. This is a random like high school picture of my brother, like from years ago, and it's in The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past instruction booklet. I guess his picture would be A Link to the Past. This game, I mean, yeah, now that you watch people do the randomized speed runs of it, it seems minimalized, but this game was freaking awesome. And again, it's got like the story of your quest begins and all that in it. I just remember going around and just, The Legend of Zelda was about finding items, and I would make checklists to make sure that I could find everything. Oh, so I have another confession. This may or may not be another instruction booklet that I took from the video rental store. I don't even remember this game. The picture looks amazing. It is called Air Strike Patrol. And maybe somebody can leave me a message in the comments. Maybe this is something I need to bring back for a stream. But this dude here in his Desert Storm camo down there looks freaking amazing. But I don't remember this game. Obviously I liked it, or I wouldn't. F-15 Strike Eagle, A-10 Thunderbolt 2. I mean, maybe it was the same as the other game. No, it looks like one of the Jungle Strike games or something like that. Maybe that, because I love those types of games. So maybe that's why I have this. Or maybe this is one of those where I really didn't mean to keep the instruction booklet and I did. Well, this may have started a lot of issues, and you all are going to have a field day with this. The secret is out. Let's be Valentine pals. I have a Chippendale and Gadget Valentine. Not just one, but another one. Flying by to say Happy Valentine's Day. I think that Gadget really messed up a lot of guys growing up. And maybe that was my affinity for Chippendale's Rescue Rangers, because that show and the movie that started it all was one of my favorites. I don't know why that's in this box. Just like I'm not sure why that picture of my brother's in here. Oh, here's an actual Game Boy instruction booklet. It's your all's boy, Wario. This is Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. I actually don't know where my Game Boy is right now and all the games I had with it. A lot of the games that I got for the Game Boy were, I got lucky. My dad, where he worked at a car dealership, somebody had left a travel case of Game Boy games in a rental car. And they knew that, like, when I would go down there and sit at my dad's work, I'd play my Game Boy. So one of the car salesmen goes, we'll put it in the lost and found, and if nobody gets it for 2 months or whatever, he goes, you can give them to your son. And there was tons of games in there, like Bo Jackson's football and baseball and all sorts of stuff. So I've got a ton of games. I just don't know where they're at. Let's see. This is a piece of paper, and I've wrote codes on it, but A1, C1, D1. This kind of looks like Mega Man. It's gibberish, so I'm not even gonna like. I was really young writing this, or it could have been my cousin actually. That looks like, no, those are my bubbly bees. So I have very bubbly handwriting. Let's see what we have here. Uh-oh, I just dropped something. This is super professional. Oh, it's more Tasmanian Devil. I don't know where these codes go. Like, if any of you all know. Like, I even on this one had to write up here lower L. Like, so I knew that the right one to put in. Oh, man. This is me when we went on vacation on a days in memo card planning out my baseball team for King Griffey Jr.'s winning run. This is, and look, you could see where I marked out people. It said, oh no, I want Rick Jones with the changeup. I don't want the dude with the knuckleball, which is stupid. I want the guy with the curve. I mean, this, I'm sharing way too much with you all. I'm also realizing that the time is going way fast again. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call this one an episode 2. I did not think this would be a 3-parter, but here we are. Again, I hope you all are enjoying this. If you want to see part 3, I've still got quite a bit to go through. I really did not think that it would take this long. But if you want to see part 3, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments, because if not, I'll record it, but I won't upload it, because I didn't think Saturdays with SKS would be like going through memory lane and looking at instruction manuals. So you all may just hate this, but let me know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. God bless. Have a great one. I will see you all next time. Good night, everybody.